It is bright in my house. We saved the daylight, remember?
Oh yeah,
We saved
did.
her.
we
Saved
went
her.
forward in time and we saved the daylight.
Saved the daylight.
Saved
yeah,
her.
she's just pouring it. Also, we're recording at 6 p.m. Central.
Yes, we've got. It's the group chat was going off so early.
Yeah.
We had to
Could
start the
not
show.
There's so much to talk about.
So much to talk about.
Contained.
Welcome everyone to the podcast that asks the most important question of your week. Did you read the group chat?
From Fantasy Key,
You
Miranda.
guys, it's been 5 years. I got charged by Nintendo this weekend, and I was like, shit.
Oh my god, for
Yeah, he's like,
Nintendo
cancel it. Yes.
U or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nintendo
the
Online.
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 Nintendo
Oh my God.
Online.
I turned that off.
I keep, and it's like every year. This time, I'm like, damn, I need to cancel that.
And then
I
you're like, I'll do it later.
I'll do it
I'll do
later.
it later.
And then
I'll do it the rest of the year.
goes by.
no.
I just cannot. I know we talk about it every year, but words cannot describe this time 5 years ago. And honestly, it was great. I loved it. I loved.
The Vanessa Hudgens.
And
People
people
die.
may die, but
People may die, but okay.
that's inevitable.
Oh my God.
But just like I will never forget like giggling so much when we would like all visit each other's islands for the first time and we were just doing some stupid like I don't even know. It was just so dumb and so like and I was like I'm pretty sure I was not furloughed for like a while. So I'm like, where did this time come from that I literally just like did
Yeah.
not do anything but play Animal Crossing?
I think you just.
You weren't furloughed immediately?
Not immediately, no.
What
Because
were
they-
you doing? What was happening in the
That's a-
theater?
That's a great question. I don't think I was furloughed. And I was
But-
only 50% furloughed because they kept like because I was like
Oh,
part of
yes,
the plans for coming back or whatever.
But you weren't working in the
You were
office.
at
You weren't
the-
No,
going
I was
into
working at
Dimpa.
home. Yeah.
Right.
I was working.
And it's
from
not
home.
like you were actually working at home. You
Remember-
were on
Yeah.
Animal Crossing.
Remember
it
your
was on
Zoom-
Animal Crossing.
Remember your volunteer trainings on Zoom?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yes. Yes, I do. I wonder how many of those I should have.
Well, Casey and I were the essential workers here.
You
So,
were
Yeah.
essential.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Casey, I'm assuming you either showered or it's pouring outside.
Oh, it's drenched out here.
You know those
I
rainy
love,
Austin days.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know I love a pre podcast shower.
He loves a pre
End of the day before the podcast, I jump in there and I go, I don't have time to do my hair, and y'all get me at my cleanest.
Oh yeah, we know you don't do your hair for sure. We do know
Yeah,
that.
you know that.
Yeah. RJ, how's your hair?
How's your
Hey.
hair?
Listeners,
fresh
you
cut.
gotta pop on YouTube and check out RJ's haircut because I just kept going on about it. It's so cute.
Yes, my barber Ricky did his thing.
Thank you, Ricky.
Thank you,
Thank
Ricky.
you, Ricky.
Thank you, Richard. He was like, "Do you want any product?" And I was like, "You know what? Yes,
Yeah.
have at it."
Style
He was-
me.
He used like a little styling powder. So yeah,
Um,
Huck Tua.
Haktua.
Not Haktua.
not that.
No,
Spit
not
on that
anymore.
thing.
Not
No,
that.
she
She's-
died.
Adam, she's not dead.
She's
She
disappeared.
She's just canceled, okay?
She's
Wasn't
canceled.
she
she
always
just-
have been? Like, I
Well,
don't-
Y'all didn't listen to the podcast that I listened to, so I got all the tea.
Okay, well,
Because
give
she
us the
did
tea.
disappear for a while, right? She like
Yes.
did like crypto and then
She
like
did the
took everybody's
crypto.
money and ran away.
And
even though
ran
she has a
away.
pod, she no longer has a pod.
She had.
And
a
they have
pod.
not released an episode since.
Well, it's
the-
very hard to make a
Wow.
podcast, as we
It's
can
very
attest.
hard.
Ah,
You know
So
the
hard.
podcast she was doing?
hard.
She was flying from BFE, Tennessee to LA
What
to do the
fuck is
podcast.
that?
bumfuck Egypt. BFE, Adam.
Like middle of
Yeah.
nowhere.
I've
Egypt.
Middle of
I've
nowhere.
never heard BFE. That's crazy.
We have talked about this on this pod before.
Adam is- wow.
I've never heard it. I swear to you. Pull, show
and
me
the
the
boy
receipt.
from the Philippines
Pull it up.
knows what it was.
I've heard
It's
bumfuck
because we were
nowhere.
at those internet
I've never heard
cafes.
bumfuck Egypt.
Honey. So she never. Okay, so she would fly to LA to record a podcast.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Which
the only
was-
place you can get sound equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
We
it's
all.
grown
That's the same thing
locally
that
That's
we
there.
do.
where we
all
got
fly-
That's what
Yeah.
we do.
We
We're
all
in
fly
LA
in.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
all
we're
in
all
3
in
different
LA.
places in LA.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it's just like, you
These
as long as-
beautifully decorated sets we've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's so gorgeous.
Well, what? So
Mhm.
then she disappeared.
She disappeared because the crypto went haywire and everybody lost money immediately. So she disappeared. She randomly went to Hawaii and posted a reel about it in the middle of December. Bad optics there. After this happened at the beginning of December. Then she was
What?
still
Scammers aren't allowed to go on vacation anymore?
They are. They just can't post about it. You
can't
gotta
post
have a
about it.
Finsta, my mama.
It's true.
But so then
My mama.
My mama.
then most recently a podcast leaked. She had an episode recorded about the crypto scam and basically how she was innocent. And that leaked and then and on like Twitter and then it never came out. And so now she's still just like
So people
she's
still don't know where she
ghosted.
is.
Crazy.
She's
See
in
it-
Tennessee probably, but yeah,
Somewhere.
she's just not.
She's
All
in
of this because
Egypt.
she was interviewed on the side of the street one day.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's so nuts.
People like to talk about the industry plant, and no one has ever felt more like an industry plant to me than Hawk Tuah.
Honestly, yes, very much that. Truly.
And don't worry, listeners, you will never you don't have to worry about episodes leaking here in the group chat, mama,
No.
because that assumes that we have to pre-record and
Oh God, what would that
Well,
be
you
like?
and also, I mean, you'll never have to worry about us being accused of being an industry plant because no one is planted. I would love for us to be planted.
Wouldn't
plant
that
the
be great?
seeds.
Plant
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 the
me.
seed.
honey.
I'll water it.
oh
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Speaking
no
of
gardening.
flowers,
here.
Gleam and grow.
Speaking of what?
Wow,
Wow.
Adam, you're so sing-songy today. What others have you been inspired recently by? Maybe
A soundtrack?
a soundtrack, a trailer, perhaps
A premiere?
a premiere, anything like that?
Of Snow White? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I was not inspired by Snow White.
You guys, I am.
The reports are that it's incredible.
I don't.
Now, I did
believe-
see a report that said
Report.
it's as good as Beauty and the Beast, which I was like, wow.
Well,
I heard Beauty and the Beast playing on my TV from downstairs when I was upstairs putting laundry away last night, and I was yelled at Jace. I was like, "Turn it off!" I could hear it. Turn it off. I don't want this.
We had me and us and Molly had our planning meeting for this new upcoming season of Showgaze.
Oh, yeah. What are we doing?
And well, we're gonna do a Disney. We're gonna do one Disney for the seas. We did talk about doing. Somebody had suggested we should do Beauty and the Beast 2017, and I may have shut that down.
Also, people saying it's just like Beauty and the Beast. That's comparing Rachel to Emma, and that's offensive.
Truly,
Yeah.
That's actually offensive.
truly.
I saw somebody post a TikTok an hour ago, and I sent it to Casey and some other people, and it was like hugging my first Latina princess, hugging
the
Rachel,
first
the
Latina
first
princess.
Disney Latina princess. And I was like,
Oh, we're gonna do that.
"Oh, that's not Elena of Avalor.
Yeah, first of all, put some respect
some
on
respect
Sophia's the first
behind
name.
Sophia the first.
Sophia the
evil.
first and Elena, please,
Please.
Amy Carello.
Please.
Come on." I was like, "Are we doing this? Like, you guys, if you're gonna say things like this, you have to know what you're talking about." Elena
Fact
literally
check.
meets at Magic Kingdom, for God's sake.
Still,
Speaking
in the
Still.
12th year of our Lord
Spanish.
2025, which is
2025.
Fully
crazy.
speaking
That
Spanish.
show cannot be on the air anymore.
There's no
no
way.
way.
No,
Oh,
there's
it's
no
so
way.
good though. It's so good. I love
It's so
Sophia the
good
First and
for,
Elena of Avalor.
Okay. Let's all just breathe for a second.
Okay,
It's not
no,
Bluey.
Have you watched Sophia the First?
Yes.
Oh.
I was a princess and then do it all right. Wait,
But
she
she
did
became a
every-
princess
did
overnight.
overnight.
Iconic. Yeah. Well, There was like a Variety. There was a
Okay.
Variety tweet that came out. Somebody from Variety, and like the words that they put in this tweet to talk about this film, I was like, this is not a sentence. It did not make it was so there was so much fluff. And they're like the
Very
enchanting
ChatGPT.
woodland creatures. And I'm like, okay, yeah, CGI deer are gonna be cute as fuck wherever. Like, I don't know. There's no doubt that Rachel is iconic in it. But everything else,
Visual feast is what people are calling it. People are saying visual feast about the movie where they gave her that bob. Scrumptious for
a
the eyes.
scrumptious bob.
More like
Not a-
visual hack
Not a
job.
cunty bob. Not a
No,
Les-
not a
Les-
cunty
not
bob.
not a Leslie Bibb bob.
Mm-mm.
No, I wish they had done more of like I wish they had like curled her hair. I wish she'd had curly hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
think
those
that would have been
vintage
so
curls.
cute. Yes, like a real 30s bob.
Yes. Like literally her wig in the parks is really pretty.
It's so cute.
It's
yeah.
so pretty. Why wouldn't we just
What do you mean her wig in the parks?
her hair in
That's
the parks?
Snow White's hair.
Whenever Snow shows up, her hair looks phenom.
Yeah.
So good.
Well, didn't you, Adam? Weren't you reading one that, like on TikTok or Twitter that was like, I only know Rachel Zegler from the Shazam movies. I didn't know she could
Yes.
sing.
I didn't know Rachel Zegler could sing. I only had seen her in
Oh,
Shazam 2. And I was like, what?
So I was watching a TikTok where they were like, she has had like incredibly bad luck with her film career
Mhm.
because first it was West Side Story, and then what's his name? There was all of that essay
Oh,
talk
Ansel. Yeah.
about
On
Ansel,
Ted.
and then obviously being in Shazam with dumb twat, dumb fuck,
Oof, yeah.
Yeah.
and now this
Miss
film,
Girl. Miss Gal.
And
Miss
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 Gal.
Gal herself, like let's just give her a one woman.
Listen, she people loved her in Song of Ice and Snowbirds or whatever. What was that
Oh
movie?
yeah, Hunger
Oh, yeah.
Games.
Hunger
Halt
Games
and-
prequel.
Yeah.
Sure,
Halt and Catch
sure.
Fire. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was fine, but
What'd you think of Gal's song? I'm so excited to, her rip up the stage.
I've always
with her.
said the evil queen needs a song. That's what I
Yeah.
always
glad
said.
I've heard it. I've heard you say it.
I've heard you say it.
Yeah. I really was distraught when I saw Dancing with the Stars choreographer Mandy Moore being interviewed talking about choreographing this film. And I was like, what do you mean you have choreographer Mandy Moore with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? There should
really
not
do-
be
I don't
gotta
think
do
this
those
movie. I
there's
don't
also-
think this movie is gonna be for
Those
me.
village numbers, like when all of the
village.
There
village
are village
things-
numbers. There
Yeah.
are.
This is gonna be Jeff Bezos Cinderella.
And I'm
I
like,
believe you
I
now.
know.
Adam. I
I'm a
think it's fan service.
disgusting purist. I get that. But I don't know. I will see it just for the sake of talking about it.
I just think, we are 10 years to the time. It was like last week, basically 10 years to the day that Cinderella came out.
Yeah.
And I am not saying that that's the greatest film ever made, but I am saying they just focused on doing Cinderella with
Mhm.
Disney touches instead of being like,
Mhm.
let's remake Disney's Cinderella.
Mhm.
And I think they should
Mhm.
do more of that, please. If they're gonna do the remakes that are like
Uh-huh.
the same story, they should do more of that angle.
Or give me Maleficent.
Right.
I will say I'm glad this movie is not
The
the
evil
Maleficent
queen.
version of Evil
Yeah.
Queen.
Because it's like, she keeps saying like a prince is not going to save her. I'm like, well, then just make it a different,
Then
just
then
retell.
why, but why are
Snow
we
White.
doing it? Then why are you doing it and not having two of the most famous numbers ever in the film?
What's the other one?
I'm wishing and someday
I'm
my prince
wishing.
will come.
Oh yeah. I always think of them as like kind of one song.
No.
One song. There's no
Those-
way they're
that's
doing one
One
song.
song and I'm wishing are one song.
Yeah.
I have but one song.
Are we gonna have a sound clip of Walt going a magic
wishing apple? She's not even. If Gal Gadot doesn't even do a voice for the hag, what are we doing?
Oh my god, I didn't even think about her old hag voice. It better just not even be her.
Maybe she's silent.
Maybe there's
Maybe
a
it's
dub
mine.
actor. Hey.
He's good. No, she's gonna get a full the substance prosthetic. on her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's gonna walk
That's-
around as a
let's-
blob.
Give me an old hag movie.
Yes.
Why are there skeletons in your basement, girl? What happened?
What
Yeah.
happened?
What happened before? How did the old hag become the old hag? And like, she obviously knew the spell. She went right to it. She's done it before.
Yeah, she knows where it
Yeah.
is in that
I
book.
want to know what happened before.
In her
Snow
own
White.
grimory.
So is the old hag the real person, or is the queen the real
No,
person?
The queen is
And
The
then the
queen
hag
is
is
the
just
real
her
person.
go-to. Her
RJ,
go-to.
Turns-
have you watched the show, Tamar?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
For the audience clarification.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
because
The queen is the queen.
if we were to do an old hag movie, then it's just the queen.
Right.
Well, no,
but-
this is the angle you could put. This is your Maleficent.
Yeah.
That it's the hag all along.
Yeah.
Hagatha all along.
Yeah.
Agatha all
Cass
along.
Catherine.
Cass Catherine.
Imagine.
Imagine.
Well, from one remake to another, any thoughts on the Lilo and Stitch trailer?
Oh.
AKA it's literally How to Train Your Dragon live action trailer.
I've never
Yeah.
seen. I've never seen How to Train Your Dragon.
I think
Oh,
we're about
you
to be
would like
I've
it.
never seen Lilo and Stitch.
Honestly, but honestly,
they
the
did the
amount of
exact
times,
same thing.
and but that's fine. Lilo and Stitch was not a blockbuster hit.
No, the Lilo and Stitch original trailer was he would like come into the scenes from the other
Yes,
classic
that
animated
was
films.
funny.
Mhm.
That they
was
should have
funny.
done, and they should have done the live action version where they
That-
put live action Stitch with Emma Watson.
Oh my god!
See,
Oh.
But they probably would have had to pay for her likeness.
They
like, I
never
understand.
Yeah.
ask us.
Ever ask? I thought it looked great.
It was straight up like, oh, okay. it's
I
Lilo and
cannot
Stitch.
get over little Maya Lilo, who they
I-
perfectly cast.
So sweet. Sweet.
I'm obsessed with her.
Her
She's so cute.
interviews,
The interviews.
iconic.
Yeah, I watched the one that's like, how do you learn all the lines or whatever? Like, how long did it take you to learn them? She's like, not that long,
I
actually.
love to read.
I love
Like,
to read.
You
so-
dumbass. Just learn some lines.
Yes. She's
It's
like,
like it's hard?
Yeah.
yes. And she's got the longest, most beautiful hair I've ever seen. I'm like, this is a good wig. Like, it's just like the most like big, beautiful hair. And yeah, I mean, as someone that
She's
is
like, how old is she? Like 7, 8?
Yeah,
She
she's.
looks so young.
I think she's
Yeah.
7 now, but I think she was 6 when they filmed.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah,
I do like that it's,
Casey's a
they
Stitch
she
hater.
is a child. I
I
like
am.
that
Yes.
she is a kid.
Yeah. I am a Stitch hater, but that little
Oh,
that
I
girly.
stand with you, Casey. Let's stand together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
I-
Stitch.
I'm
Yeah.
indifferent towards Stitch. I don't like how his merch is everywhere. Like, I don't get that phenomenon, but I don't hate the film and hate the
Oh no, I
idea
don't hate the
of
film.
him.
Oh, you don't like the film, Casey?
It's just a little weird for me. It's
It's chew the substance for you.
the
Yeah.
as someone that hey, and you know what I think it is? It's because I loved Alien Encounter. So when Stitch came
my
in,
God. All right.
That's
I'm
what
off,
it
I'm off the
was.
Casey
That's
train.
what it was.
Bye.
All right. All
Bye.
right.
See
see
ya.
you later. Yeah. So it's just a little weird, but I do like Nani.
Mhm.
She's
People do not. People do not.
People are
I
not
no, I
happy about
mean
Nani.
like cartoon
Oh,
Nani.
the
I like
cartoon
Nani in
character.
general.
Yeah.
The character Nani, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. The original movie is like
It's crazy
Just-
that movie is like just an original idea.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
and it's like one of the best things they've ever made.
It's so
know.
refreshing.
Yeah.
Like let's bring an
Uh,
alien to Hawaii. Okay.
It makes
Sure.
no sense on paper.
Let's dress
But
him
then-
up as Elvis so that he can
And it's like a
sing
a-
and dance.
just so
to
we
the
could
hula.
just so we could get
An
a
adult
hunka Burning
sister
Love cover.
raising her kid sister
But then they
Uh-huh.
ruined it by having like 17 sequels and
in the TV show.
the
Yes.
TV
Uh-huh.
show.
Yeah.
Angel.
Angel.
They could have one. You get the rule of the 90s and early 2000s was you get one sequel that was direct to VHS.
Direct to
Yes.
VHS.
That is the
Mhm.
rule. No
Mhm.
more.
Mulan 2, honey. Lesson
Mul-
number 1.
Listen, Mulan 2. I'm not going to talk
Like a
about
rock.
the Shang
Ha,
scene.
ha, you must be hard. Ha, ha, like an oak. Wait.
Wasn't there a
oak.
Tarzan 2 also?
Must
There- Tarzan
be
and Jane.
hard.
Tarzan and Jane, yeah. I wonder if is Tia Carrere going to be a cameo in the live action?
That's a great question.
Who?
Tia Carrere, the original voice of Nani.
Probably not.
Probably not, girl. I hate to tell you.
She's an iconic Hawaiian actress, honey.
Well, they didn't
Oh.
feel like they needed to get iconic Hawaiian actresses for this film.
Oh. Yep. There's some cultural issues that people have taken with the trailer.
Do you know about this, RJ?
Mm-mm.
So
Is she not Hawaiian?
the actor of
Are they
Nani
not native Hawaiian?
was born.
She was born in Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Oh, so okay.
She's not.
She is not
one would say
native
native Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
And then another issue was that the whole like shtick of Lilo taking photos of tourists.
The guy
like,
with
Yeah, the
the.
guy.
yes, the ice cream cone tourist is now
Uh-huh.
a native Hawaiian man with a snow cone instead. And so I don't remember if the trailer had Lilo taking a
They
photo.
did. They
of
saw
it.
I saw the guy though. I was
Yeah,
like,
the
guy,
guy
yeah.
was there, but I don't know if the bit where she's taking the photos is still in.
Some of the criticisms, I don't know. I have to see the whole movie to know if I'm gonna have that criticism.
Sure.
Like I don't know if there's like multiple guys throughout the movie that she's gonna do it to, and he just happens to be one that they featured in the trailer. Like, do you know what I'm
Yeah.
not that I'm saying whatever. Like there were a lot of people being mad like that
they
Pleakley's not in drag anymore.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
And I was like, we saw 3 seconds of
Right,
Pleakley in
like-
this. Like
We don't know.
I don't know what's happening in this movie.
I can at least tell you what IMDb says that Tia Carrere is in Lilo and Stitch 2025
Oh.
as
wow.
Mrs. Kakoa.
uh-huh.
Oh, does she teach the
Oh.
class?
The
Oh,
dancers.
Mhm.
the hula class.
Well, there you go,
Yeah.
RJ.
Is
There you
Mariel?
go.
What's her name? The little redhead. What was her name?
Mariel's
yeah.
coming.
Mariel's coming.
Muriel. Isn't it Muriel? No.
Talk about another
Maybe,
iconic
right?
direct to DVD sequel.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
And
But yeah,
David better be hot. That's
I'm
all
ex-
I ask.
They
David
showed
better be
him.
hot.
He's not as cute as his animated portrayal.
Yeah, his anime portrayals. That
The-
body was banging. They drew him like
They
a
knew
triangle.
what they were
Dorito
doing.
body, honey.
Yeah, these animators were thirsty. They got Nani and all of her curves and her
Yes.
beautiful
Mhm.
thighs.
And
They
David
got
was a Dorito.
Yes. Oh my god.
Do you think Lilo's gonna crawl in the dryer that they had to reanimate out?
Oh, probably not. I'm gonna go with probably not.
Do you think they're gonna have the final chase be on a Boeing 747 that they have
Oh
to
my
animate
God.
into the because it opened right after 9/11? Miranda, do you want to
Yeah,
talk about
I
that
do
tomorrow?
know.
when we-
Is it tomorrow or are we doing it next week?
No, it's next week after your
Okay,
birthday,
good. I gotta
Adam.
clear my
oh, we have to
schedule.
talk about my birthday, my
Yeah.
exciting birthday where
Where do you
nothing's
wanna,
happening.
yeah, where do you want to go?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I want to get wasted.
Oh.
Oh,
We can maybe talk off pod about it.
We'll probably
Or maybe
talk
I'll talk
Oh.
about it in the go
In the-
off. Who knows?
Okie dokie. Wow.
Anything else? Pop culture.
Just
What else happened? What else
Hmm.
happened?
Stock market's tanking. Do we want to talk about that?
The
It's kind of a
astronauts are
dry
coming
week.
back.
The who?
The astronauts that have been up there for a
The
while.
astronauts.
They're coming
Miranda, are you
back.
so mad about going to space?
Yeah, and I think they heard me, and that's why they're bringing them back.
They're bringing
Yeah.
them back.
They're like,
you know
hey,
what?
beloved
Bring back my astronauts.
podcast.
Bring back
Yeah.
my astronauts.
Bring back my astronauts. I did go into 2 stores in the past couple days that
Mhm.
are going out of business. And I went to Party City and
Party
Joann's
City?
Fabrics or
Wow.
Joanne.
Were they next
maybe
to
they
each
call
other?
Joann's. Huh?
Were they next to each other?
No, but they're in the same shopping center.
Oh,
Man, what are they gonna do?
The Party City, it was everything was 70 to 80% off. So we did get stuff for the Pizza Rizzo Bachelorette. for our beautiful suite at the Riviera.
Sweetscape. Yeah,
Our
I'll be there.
two-bedroom
I'll
Riviera
be
suite.
there. No need for me to ask off of work. I'll be there.
Great.
I'll be there.
Great.
Great.
I can't wait for all of us to be there together.
Yes,
Can't wait.
Absolutely.
Plenty of free time. I can help you plan if you want.
Great.
Plenty of free time coming up.
Hopefully you don't have a consultation
Coming up
fee.
or immediately.
Coming up quick.
Coming up real quick.
Real quick. Okie
Yeah.
dokie then. Oh.
I'm sure.
So
more of that
anyways, speaking of Bleak, the Party City,
Speaking of
She
bleakly.
she was pretty. She still had some stuff, but
Mm.
oh my god, the Joanne is holding on to their stuff. They're
Joanne.
20% off. I'm like, I can
20% for a company that's
we need to
No.
Are
to
they going
up
out of
this.
business or they just file for bankruptcy?
No, they're like
They're
they keep
out.
it says like we are closing, store
It
closing.
does now say they're closing because I know Joanne's before were like, we don't know when we're closing. Do not ask us.
See,
Yeah.
when first of all, I'm kind of shocked that there is still a Party City up and still selling.
I mean,
They're
I
good.
thought she was
I thought it was
gone
the end
a
of
couple years
February.
ago.
I heard they were all closing end of February.
Yeah, when we filmed, we went to Party City and cleared out a store, and like they were selling like the microwave in the break room, the fixtures, the
What?
ladders, the recycle bins. They were selling
Amazing.
everything, girl.
Maybe I'll drive by my Party City tomorrow.
Yeah, they were selling
Yeah.
like helium tanks, like
That's
all of
what
the
I-
balloons,
Everything must
That's
go.
the thing. I'm like, where am I supposed to
Everything.
buy my balloons for my events now?
Dollar
Like,
General, girl.
Really?
That's Dollar Tree, mama.
Oh, Dollar
Dollar
Tree, sorry.
Tree.
Dollar
But
Tree.
you know they
Yeah,
do
balloons.
not get an employee to blow those up for you.
Wait, I have to
Because
do
they
it
got one
myself.
employee and she is checking people out, and
No,
she's
they
also
have an
answering
employee.
a
She's
call
just-
from her son at the
Exactly.
same time.
She's
And the
busy.
son is
And-
saying, when we pick you up, can you put $8 of gas in my car? And she goes, I thought we just put $9 in it last night. And he's like, I know, Mom. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, this is so depressing. I got to get out of this Dollar
I've
Tree.
got to get out of here.
This all happened yesterday morning.
Oh my god.
Well, Dollar Tree can't even sell eggs anymore. They're not $1.
Oh, good one.
I heard the lady talking at Dollar Tree, and I swear she told someone that
we
it's about
heard. You just told us the whole
I know.
story you heard about this woman talking at Dollar Tree.
Well, I heard it tell someone else that it's going to be $1.50 soon.
$1.50 tree?
$1.50 tree, because right now it's $1.25 tree.
Yeah, $1.25.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah.
So
Wait,
stock,
is Dollar
stock
Tree the one
up.
where everything is actually like it is actually $1.50, or is that?
It was $1.
was.
Now it's
Right.
$1.25.
Uh-huh.
But
they
that
do
means
have-
every
everything in the
single
store
thing.
is.
Every
not
single
everything.
item.
There are a couple. There's sometimes like half an aisle that's like 5 and 10. It's like, higher price goods,
Oh,
but
for
everything
$5
else is
Oh,
$1.25.
I thought there were like some things that like you get like 2 for $1.25. I
Yeah,
didn't
there
think
are
anything
some,
that
like,
was more expensive.
famously their greeting cards are they used to be 2 for $1, so they must now be like 2 for $1.25. So that's where Virgil would get my greeting cards.
Oh well, that's a man on a budget,
But honestly,
Yeah.
he's getting
fiscally
cards.
responsible.
Getting cards.
Mhm.
He's getting the
Yeah,
cards. honey.
listen.
It's the
Ask me the
thought
last
that
time I got a card from my father. Okay, we can have that conversation.
You got plenty
have
of
a lot
time
of
to have this.
conversations
I got
with them
plenty of time
tonight.
coming up to have this convo.
Oh my god.
Brandon, don't worry. We
I'm,
can have
like,
a
so
nice.
worried. I'm like, do I
we can have
need
a
to come to
nice
Chicago?
long girly pop next week.
Yeah, no time pressure, honey.
Oh my god.
You could do it in person.
I have so many
we
questions.
could listen. I can
You
hop
could drive
right
to
on the
Chi-
Amtrak.
come
I could
on
take
over.
I could take the longer Amtrak option.
You
Oh my
could.
God.
You could. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, I have so many things I want to say, but we're recording a podcast.
And this is live.
And it's
Honey, this is live.
live from New York.
Live.
That's a 6 reference. Yeah, I think that's anything else happened.
There was a plane on fire in Denver.
Oh yeah, that set on
Yes.
fire.
God.
That set on fire. Sure. American Airlines.
We literally were just talking about American. Remember, we were like,
American's
we're not
out.
Even, last
American's
week,
out.
Last week we were like, we're not even flying
It's
American
Delta or
anymore.
United. And Delta's really on thin ice because they flipped a plane over.
But everyone survived. I don't know.
And they got
taking my
$30,000.
chances.
So
And they got $30,000. They survived.
Yeah, survived.
Jace was on a flight he had to fly to Atlanta to then fly to Sacramento. So he's been like traveling like all day. But
he had to fly. Sorry,
Yes.
say that again.
Atlanta
in order to have only one connection instead of two, he had to fly to Atlanta to then fly to Sacramento. But he like kept
Oof.
changing these
He had to
flights.
he was flying Delta.
Yes. He was changing all these flights such last minute that like it was, I think he like changed it on Saturday and he didn't even like look at his food options. He was on one of the options where he could have gotten a Shake Shack burger. And he's like, but you had to pre-select it and
Oh
I
my
didn't even
God.
look. And I was like,
No.
sad.
See, that was us at LaGuardia.
LaGuardia.
Once you go in and you see that beautiful fountain,
Ugh,
your
yeah.
options,
gorgeous
your main option really is Wendy's for like fast food right there.
Well, they have a ton, but
but they
that's
have
the
a
only
ton,
one that's
but
like
that's
a
like-
brand name.
Yeah, that's quick. That'll be quick.
Yeah.
But then our gate, we kept walking. It was like you go through the long hallway, you go down and up. Brand new Shake Shack right there. And we were
Brand
like,
new
I
Shake
can't
Shack.
believe
I can't believe we had Wendy's.
we had a Wendy's
Ah.
spicy nugget.
I mean, excuse me. I had a delicious. She was like, I asked for a chocolate shake, and she was like,
a frosty.
chocolate frosty. Sorry, and she was like, oh, I can't do chocolate unless you like it a little bit runny because we just like put it in to like churn it. And I was like, honey, make it chocolate milk, bitch.
Give
The
me- yeah.
runnier, the better.
You love
was
a
delicious.
milkshake.
It was disgusting.
It was so good.
It was
Adam-
so soft.
I
Adam
dipped a
can't dip it out of a
spicy
little
nugget in
huge-
that bitch.
She
Dipping
sure
that-
did.
That's what Frosties are for. Frosties aren't meant for like eating; they're meant for dipping.
It's a
Frosty,
dip.
Frosty is Frosty is ketchup.
It is, in
Mhm.
fact.
Period.
That's canon.
That's canon.
It's canon. RJ, are you still sick?
I just have this cough now that just like
yeah, I was like, I saw that on Close Friends. I was like, who's sick?
my
Who's ill?
well first I
was
thought
such
it was
a good husband. I went and I went to the pharmacy, and I said,
and
you
she
know
said,
what?
I need give me the good stuff.
I had to take the little card up to the
Mhm.
pharmacist and be like, Sudafed, please.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
I had to
Oh,
check my
wow.
ID, the whole thing, and I was like, I should have done this when I was sick. Why
That's
didn't I
nice.
think of this? Anyway, RJ's
Well,
fine
now you've got plenty of time to be sick, Adam.
plenty of time, all the time in the world.
I did a little Mucinex. I got that throat spray, that numbing spray.
Oh, the
Oh.
throat.
And it's such a game sometimes.
me, right? You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
You gotta hit the right spot.
Yeah, I was hitting the right
Uh-huh.
spot. I'll tell you
Yeah.
what.
This is the second time in like 2 days that I've talked about throat spray with people,
spray,
and it was the
yeah.
first time I've like remembered throat spray since I was like little.
Really?
Adam,
work, Jace.
stop looking at me.
God, gross.
I feel violated right now.
But I did absolutely buy the like Papacoa, the one that like Chinese cough syrup. That do you remember during
Oh,
the Wicked?
yeah, they talk
press
about
tour,
this
and
all
they
the
were like,
time.
"Oh my god, this saved my life!" Blah, 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 blah.
No.
Is that your
No.
Cynthia Erivo?
Yeah.
Cynthia Erivo is performing. RJ, listen. Cynthia Erivo is performing at Ravinia this summer in
Wow.
August. Well, she's also performing, but those are two different. Janelle Monáe is not Cynthia Erivo.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Oh, ooh.
he always messes them up. Those two.
You're so fucking stupid. Here's the Papacoa.
Oh,
It's
that looks.
TikTok Shop's hawking these too, so
Oh,
I'm sure
really?
you'll see it
I'll
soon.
get it now.
Now that your eyeballs
Push
have
it.
seen it.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
exciting. That looks. Yeah, that looks like it would cure some wild shit.
That looks like what
Smell
Elphaba's mom slept with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the smell? Can you
Oh
describe-
God, that smells like Dimetapp.
What's that?
You don't
It's
know
a
what
cough syrup.
Dimetapp is?
Robitussin, bitch.
Robitussin.
Robitussin. Robitussin, or
I don't-
how we used to pronounce
Listen,
it.
I was just a Dayquil, NyQuil family, and I
Mm.
know that shit does nothing.
I'm
you
surprised your
ever
mom let you have that. I'm surprised she wasn't like, have an almond. You'll feel better.
Half,
Yeah.
only half,
Only
half an
half.
almond. It worked.
Or the blue bottle, the Theraflu blue,
Mm.
the blue syrup. That was always the like in college. Everyone.
Yeah, I do
Their
remember
flu was
that.
big in college, I feel
Yeah.
like. I don't know why, but
I
That
don't
is
know
true.
why. I had never heard it until I
until
came here.
college.
Yeah, Miss Theraflu.
My mom would buy Dimetap and then force me to drink it, and it was like that horrible cherry flavor that I now associate all cherry with,
every cherry.
and I would like throw it up
cherry cokes,
purposefully. I hated it so
Carnation
much.
Cafe cherry cokes.
But you know what? I never slept better. I never slept better.
Except Cherry Twistalani.
I'm having her tomorrow. She's my next one up.
Did you read in the group chat that I got my dad hooked on Alani?
And he had 2 in one
Yeah,
day.
I go to see him on Thursday, it was, and it's like 4:30 p.m. and I go over there. He's like, "This is my second one," and I was like, "Dad, no, you can't have more than one a day." I
But
was like,
aren't
"This
they
man's
Mountain
gonna-"
Dew people?
Yeah, my dad's a Diet Mountain Dew guy.
Oh,
Well,
so
that's the crazy
But it,
one.
and it
Uh-huh.
wasn't doing it for him. He was like, I could
Oh,
have a
no.
Diet Mountain Dew and fall right asleep. And I was like,
Miranda,
oh,
I don't know
so
if you know this, but RJ's white boyfriend in college would
I
like
know who
take
this man-
caffeine
Yes.
pills,
Yeah, he would do
Really?
caffeine
like
pills.
powder,
okay, Jesse Spano.
Yes.
why?
because coffee and energy drinks weren't enough.
Monster wasn't
She
Vibe
wasn't hitting.
she wasn't
wasn't
hitting.
hitting.
And then Adam did do a. Remember, Adam had a monster phase. Well, you had the white rock. My mom was a white rock star can, and then Adam.
Ew, Rockstar is those are the ugly. I'm sorry, Monster's
So
obnoxious,
ugly.
but Rockstar cans are fucking ugly.
I was in my senior year of high school, like the douchebag I am. I would get to school
Yeah.
really early
Yeah.
and I would walk around with a sugar-free Red Bull can and drink it out of a straw in the morning.
We went to a
Ew.
concert. We
Yeah,
went to
I
a
was-
concert like 2-3 weeks ago, and it was a dry bar, and it infuriated me.
It was
Sure.
a dry bar.
And they
The
were-
one that came to Des Moines.
Yeah, the
That-
one,
that
the
group.
one that I shared you. Yeah. So they only had Red Bulls.
They had a nice little turnout in Des Moines. It was very cute.
Did they? Well, at least it's a
Yeah.
good. It's a really unique event space. But it's fun.
Yeah, and no K-pop ever goes to Des Moines, so I'm sure there was whoever was in the surrounding vicinity that was a
Was
K-pop fan was
very
like, "Holy
excited.
shit, I
Yeah.
can't believe it!"
They were like, you know what? I'll watch the 3 music videos just so I
Mhm.
can feel
There you go.
I need to feel something.
something. Anything
Yes, I had a
else?
white monster phase at
Yes,
Disney.
yes.
Okay,
When I'm at Disney, I'll get a white monster.
because here's the deal: it started out as the Dunkin' iced coffees, the bottled ones. But girls,
Oh.
you want to talk about something that's gonna run right through you?
Yeah.
Oof.
It's the bottled Dunkin' iced coffee. It's
Sorry,
terrible.
sorry to the test track bathrooms, honey.
Oh.
Oh, it started. No, that was
That was
Pandora.
Space? Oh, that was Pandora.
Yeah,
Well,
that was where it started. Because I had to get there so early to make sure that we could get all those guests in for that 4-hour lane. So
are we gonna go to any
Bugs
parks?
is closed.
Yeah.
Bugs-
What is your
Beauty-
what
Sorry,
is your
Bugs.
what is your plan? Because
all the time in the world. Whatever
you
you
have
want.
all the time. You have all the time. Jace just says this flight attendant sucks.
Oh,
Oh.
I think just you decide whether we do Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach. I'm okay with either. So if you just decide which one you guys want to do,
We are
then
doing
we'll
a
do
water
that.
park.
You
We're
said
doing
you
a
would.
water
You said you
park?
would.
Miranda said she would.
I
Come
did.
on, let's
I
do
think
this
it's.
for the
I think
bit.
it's.
Come
I
Or
think
on.
should we
I think it's
Volcano
Typhoon
Bay?
Lagoon. I think it's Typhoon
Oh.
Lagoon. Well, no, because then I'd have to pay for Volcano Bay, and I get in for free at.
Oh.
Typhoon
pass includes-
Lagoon.
I think Typhoon Lagoon's the one that's
You can get
currently
that Bud
open.
Light pass.
Well,
or
it's
whatever.
all free, Miranda. We're gonna
There's a
talk
Bud
about it
Light
in the
Pass.
pod.
Jace
It's a
would be very happy.
write-off.
It's a write-off.
It's a write-off.
Does that mean the Ampliverse can buy my ticket?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what are you? I need to know your ticket situation. What are we doing?
Listen,
Listen.
hey, if anyone's listening that is or knows
We
that
don't
he's
do
never
this.
did one
We don't
picture.
do this,
We
but
don't
you
do this.
please,
We don't do that.
please know
We're
that
not that other
we're not
They
that
don't do
other
that.
podcast,
They
but that
They
other
don't do that, but
podcast
hey,
makes
slide
money.
into my DMs.
Okay?
This is
Casey will
Vase,
do it though.
Casey Entertainment Cheese.
Oh, are you asking for passes?
They just need a little. The three of them just
Yeah.
need
Are
a
you
little tippy
podcast the
tap
right?
and
I'm
asking for
podcast
passes?
writing.
But
Yeah.
we don't have money, Adam. They
we
have
Oh.
money.
We have parks at home.
They
okay,
have
Adam?
money.
What was I gonna say? Oh, so the only thing that's open, I think, since is just Tiana. That's the only thing I need. I
Tiana.
technically need.
The
Tiana,
new
to
yeah.
Country Bear.
Oh, New Country Bear.
Nope, I don't need to see that.
Nope, we're
Thank you.
going to see that as a family.
Adam didn't. Adam,
If
have you?
I'm seeing Country Bear, you're getting on Tiana's.
I've done Tiana's. I've done it.
No,
Yes, I
we're
have.
doing it again.
I've done
I know you've done
Tiana's.
it, and you're gonna be doing it again if you are making me
'Cause we're a
suffer
family.
through Country Bear Jamboree. And
Why
we're
would
gonna
I-
sit in the front?
I
We're
make
gonna sit in the
you
front row,
suffer?
you and me.
I'd make
we're gonna
you
clasp little
suffer?
hands together.
You're the Country Bear fan. I don't like Country Bear.
I am old Country Bear
Casey
fan.
in the
Get
middle.
Casey out of here.
Casey,
Give me
Casey,
up.
get out of here.
It's not me.
Casey, hey, Casey's mom and dad are fighting again.
Casey is the
I'm
country.
just-
Casey's
Listen,
the
you
current
know what?
Country
Fuck
Bear
Country
fan.
Bear. Y'all don't have to do it.
I'm not going on that fucking.
Fine.
fucking-
Okay.
Fucking
Is there
you,
there are
fucking you.
restaurants that have opened?
I don't even think I need to go to MK to be honest.
So you're
What
not.
did
Unless
RJ wanna
you
do?
are
You wanna
forcing me
do-
to.
I want to. Well,
Didn't you want to do Tron?
Oh,
Have
I
you
haven't
done
done
Tron?
Tron.
Oh,
No,
you
we
haven't?
That's
yeah,
what I was
we
trying to
haven't done Tron.
say.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you do have to.
I
go
think
to-
yeah, might as well be Studios and MK. I think there's
Yeah.
unless a patron wants to, take us around the world with them.
it is Flower and
know.
Garden.
Oh, is that orange duck
Yeah, but
gonna
we
be
went to
there?
Epcot last time. I don't want to go to Epcot.
That orange duck sipper gonna be there?
No, they don't
Or
care
is it
about
gonna be
her
that
anymore.
bee?
Ooh, the bee.
Oh, what was that bee's name? Spike. Is that his name?
Spike,
Or did I make that
yeah.
up?
bee.
Spike the bee.
Nothing new at Animal Kingdom. In fact, a closure.
No, in fact, multiple
Closure.
closures.
Yeah.
Multiple. People were like upset that the wait time only got up to like 30 minutes yesterday. And I was like, there's a reason that they don't give a shit that they're closing. It's
Yes,
Tasmania
girl. No one
Bag.
comes here anymore.
Yeah.
That's why they're getting rid
Like,
of her.
And you don't typically do this, so why do you all of a sudden
Yeah.
have a say about it?
I should go to Magic Kingdom because I have to go to Tom Sawyer Island. I
Oh,
hate to
sure,
tell
you
you.
never
Oh.
know.
Yeah.
It's for
You-
sure happening. So
Should we
Yeah.
should we do a little photo shoot? Should we do a group chat photo shoot throughout
That'd be cute.
Tom Sawyer?
should we all get like, I don't know, shirts from Etsy and like change them in different
Aw,
lands?
Yes.
So cute.
Oh my
We can all go into like a little
God.
family bathroom and change our shirts and come out and go to a different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and I haven't seen the Hatbox Ghost,
Oh,
Mm.
and I have to be mad about it
sure.
Yep.
because I will be.
Yup, you sure will.
Yerp.
Wow.
I'm trying to think because yeah, it's been since 2023.
March 23.
We went to Magic Kingdom.
Yes, famously.
What do you mean famously?
We had to make a video, remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yep,
What?
that's right.
We
Yeah, I
still had to
think
make a boys love
We made
episode.
it. We made an episode in Magic Kingdom at Tomorrowland Terrace.
Oh,
We sat in the park and talked about an episode of a K-pop show. As
should
a-
we do a
Oh.
should we do a live from
I
Pizza
think
Rizzo
no,
episode?
Was that,
I
for
think we-
was that also for tax purposes?
Oh, absolutely.
not at the time.
Not at the time. That was just
No.
that was just a hobby.
Yeah, that was just for fun.
Yeah. But now
Wow.
it's all business, baby.
Yeah.
It's
We
all
could do a
business,
live
baby.
from Pizza
I think
Rizzo
we should-
episode.
I
like,
think that's absolutely part
Fun,
of the
quick, like little
And it'll be
interviews with
empty.
anybody who
Because
comes.
you have the
you know?
lavaliers that are
Yes,
floor, right?
yes, we'll have microphones.
Oh yeah, we'll do that for sure.
my
Oh,
God, how
beautiful.
fun.
Yeah.
I think we should go. Here's what I think. I think we should go if we're going to just Studios and Kingdom.
Mhm.
I think we should carry our little lavaliers around and just talk into them as we like walk around. Do like a lap
Yes!
around,
That'd
talk
be
about, and just
so
explain
funny.
like, oh my god, do you see that mom like spanking her kid over
Honestly,
there by the
God.
Punzel bathroom?
incredible. Especially Magic Kingdom. Like we just show up, we do a lap, and then we do the things that we're
Yeah.
meant
Yeah.
to do.
That's great. And that's
So-
for sure behind a paywall.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sorry, you have to pay for that.
You gotta
I mean,
pay for it.
But
Because
we can record our like lunch at least. Yeah, we'll do a little,
a little lunch
Yeah,
and learn.
little
so
lunch
I
and
think
learn
our
at Pizza
dining
Rizzo.
will open up pretty soon.
Oh.
Do we have requests for dining
Um,
reservations?
Is
there
Ohana still
something?
good, Casey?
I
Do you
wouldn't-
remember?
I wouldn't
Din
do
Tai Fung. Can we go
Ohana.
to Din Tai Fung?
I'm trying to think of like what has 2023.
Santa Monica.
I mean, you girls, Domu's
the only thing
one
I think
wanna
that's
do.
Literally, it is just
Domu.
we are going to. I thought we were going to Domo.
No, I know, but like that's really the only.
What
thing
else? How long are we there? How many days?
So we have to play on Friday and Monday as well that are not the parks. But then
Uh-huh.
obviously the parks Saturday.
So we're doing
Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday parks
Yeah,
Mhm.
in May.
yeah.
Cool.
You
Are we do they don't do Star Wars weekends right anymore?
No.
Like the race,
No.
the race.
No race.
correct.
Okay.
Race.
I knew they didn't do Star Wars weekends, fuckers.
Yeah, I feel like there's no good
We could
restaurant.
do
I
the
mean,
new 1900 Park Fair.
Yeah, any
No.
new ones?
I know. I'm just going through what reservations are currently open.
I feel like I would much rather do a risotto.
yeah.
Cause that was group chat, girl. That us eating it, corn.
Yeah.
Should we bread service it up at Sanaa?
Sanaa. Yeah, we didn't go to Sanaa our last trip.
I could go
Bum,
for a
bum,
bread
bum.
service.
Casey, we'll get you the ones that are sweet. You like it.
Oh, thank you.
It's sweet. You'll
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Or
Honestly,
we could
like
do
nothing's showing. Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. You haven't done.
And you haven't
Yeah.
missed a damn thing.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
true.
that's for me. They're still doing Anaheim
Unfortunately,
Produce and Sunset
could-
Fairfax Fair or whatever. That hasn't changed.
That's all the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately, Mama Melrose will be closed.
No.
Wait, when is she-
goodbye?
Oh, because it's
closes in
May
May.
15th. Yeah, I think it's like May 15th. Literally, like the day before.
Ugh.
Damn.
Or wait. Yeah.
We
it's
will
right
we will
before
have
we
to
get
do
there.
like a summer. We could do so. We'll do Domu Friday night, and then I think we do Summer House Monday lunch.
Summer House.
Summer
Summer
House.
I like
House.
that.
And then we could
May
do like
10th,
a resort
permanently closed.
and then we could do resort dinner either Sunday night, unless
Do
you
we care about any? We don't care about spectaculars, right?
That's why I
don't
was like
see-
Sunday night we'll go to dinner somewhere,
Yeah.
not Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you really
Disney-
care
I'm
to
like
watch.
a brisk 10 to 4 in the parks. I think.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, we're just
Yeah.
doing the whatever.
We are
hours of
not.
operation
To be
for Pizza
clear,
Rizzo.
we are not rope dropping.
I
Okay.
know, I know.
I know.
You're
I just
looking
want to
way
make
at
We're
sure
me.
just
that
Okay.
that's
Pizza
clear to
Rizzo
everyone.
dropping.
I-
Pizza Rizzo rope
Studi-
dropping.
studios,
Which is not
studios.
legally
We
rope
are
dropping.
later than 4. We will be at studios until like 7 or 8 p.m.
We don't need to see Beauty and the Beast multiple times.
We are in studios until 7 or 8 p.m.
Why? What's happening?
That's just how
That's
we
just
do
how
it.
it goes.
That's
You
just
sit
how
at
it goes.
baseline, then you pop over
Because
to
we're
50's
gonna be at Pizza
Primetime
Rizzo
Tune
until
In.
2.
Two.
Pizza
yeah.
Rizzo till 2, and then you can
Then
like actually do
baseline.
things that you want to, like if you wanted to ride anything, we could do it then. And then
then
baseline, and then
Yeah.
tune in, back to baseline, do a little
Oh,
loop de loop to
tune
see the
in.
lights, and then you leave.
The lights.
Like I love the vibe of like Hollywood
Like just the
Boulevard.
neon. I see.
Yeah.
The
I thought
neon.
for some reason I was like,
The
are the
Osborne lights.
Osborne
The
lights?
Osborne
They're
lights are
back,
there.
baby.
They're back in May.
The spring spectacular.
We gotta get our Ronto wraps. We
Sure.
gotta get.
Oh my god, I forgot that even exists at that park. That's crazy.
We gotta get our little our tater tots over at
Tachos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You get a
at
taco
Woody's.
Woody's
tray,
lunchbox.
And
Woody's
your little
lunchbox.
Pop Tart, your box
Pop
Shouldn't
Tart.
it be
Tart.
called Andy's lunchbox?
I have always had a problem with this. I have no idea why it's Woody's lunchbox because it's not.
It's not his.
It's not his. He's on it, but that doesn't make it his. It's
Yeah.
a Woody lunchbox.
Yeah, I think
Andy's
that's a better
Woody lunchbox.
Andy, I don't
His
like that
Woody
at all.
lunchbox.
Andy's Woody lunchbox.
Perfect.
No, no Crystal Palace.
Listen, Crystal Palace
Is there
a
any
great
good
brunch.
food in Magic Kingdom?
No,
I mean, Skipper
Stra-
Canteen is always.
Skipper
We
Canteen.
could try. We could try Tony's. Since they've changed the menu, we could try Tony's.
Is it good?
People say it's better now.
who is people, Miranda? I
The
need names. No.
internet.
If they have
I'll
a
find-
vlog where they have to get subscribers, I need to know if that's who you're talking about.
Okay, I know.
If it's regular people.
It is like people in comments of videos. Ever
See,
since
I
they
don't
changed
trust
the
Comments in
menu,
You
your
don't have
videos
taste.
are
Yeah, that's
love
what I'm
Saratoga
saying.
Springs.
Right.
yeah,
Is that where you want to say? You want to say the Saratoga Springs?
that's what I booked. I thought I did a split stay.
I did a treehouse villa.
I did a split stay.
Let's do.
Yeah.
I do want to do contemporary. I want to. I want
To
to check
stay
that
at?
out.
Oh, sure.
No, the food. What is it? The new
Steakhouse
wave.
71.
What's the new wave?
Have you not been to Steakhouse 71?
Steakhouse
No.
71.
Oh, we'll do that. That's good.
Yeah.
Let's do that for dinner.
No, I think that's like afternoon tea.
Oh my god.
Great.
Should we do
tea?
tea?
They have not
Oh.
brought tea back since COVID.
Wow.
Oh,
Since the wedding,
Since
you
our
and Adam did
me and
it?
Adam.
Basically
So
since-
Casey,
yeah.
did you know this? We went the day before, like everybody got in for their wedding. I took
The-
Adam.
I think
to
the day you
tea.
left town.
The day
Casey.
you left,
left.
for 90s night.
Yeah.
Adam and I. Did we go to the spa?
Yes, we
We
did.
We got manicures at the spa, and then
We
we
got
went and
mani
did
pedi.
mani
I think
pedis at
we
the
just got
spa.
petties actually. now that I
Just
think about it.
petties at the spa,
Yeah.
and then we went and had tea at the Grand Floridian.
wow.
It was great.
Now, Casey, we will need to make time for Huey Magoo's, right? So that's on our list, our own private
no,
list.
Uh-huh.
no.
Huey
Huey
Magoo's.
Hewart Magoo.
Hubert Magoobert.
Oh.
And oh my god, what is that soft serve place that we went to? All the Twisty Treat.
Twisty
Oh,
treat.
Twisty treat. That's an on your way.
Well, that's right
That's
by
on our way to
Wawa.
Macy,
So
yeah,
that's on our way to Vase.
Vasey way.
Vase's
Baba.
drinking hole.
Jesus God.
so many holes. We're talking about a lot of holes on
Because
this.
we are in Casey Way. That's where we're
No,
staying.
We're
We're-
not.
No,
Oh, we're
No,
nearby.
We're a little out of Casey Way.
We're
Oh,
near.
okay.
We're near. Yeah,
We're
this is
near.
that-
we're a good neighbor. We're a good neighbor.
We are-
hotel
A good
to-
neighbor
We
to
are
Casey
not a
Way.
good neighbor hotel.
to Casey Way.
Casey
To
Way.
Casey Way.
Oh yeah,
Casey
exactly.
Way, good neighbor.
Yeah, it's I forget because me and
We've
Miranda
stayed
stayed there
before.
before, and it's just
Mm.
it's not. Oh my gosh, it's
Over
like
the river, through the woods.
it's like near SeaWorld.
Oh,
Should we
Yeah.
go to SeaWorld?
Let's go
Get
to
a $25
SeaWorld.
hamburger?
Why not?
a $25
This is
hamburger.
$25
Oh, girl.
hamburger.
Oh, girl, the SeaWorld food price. Look up the SeaWorld food prices when you have a second. They're people say, I mean, like, listen, it's expensive to go to Disney and get food. It's like SeaWorld is doing like Six Flags pricing on food.
Which is like ridiculous because like, do people even still go to SeaWorld?
Yes.
They're going.
Like my travel agency
There's a
will not book.
there's a My
Casey,
Pleasure.
Casey, there's a My Pleasure at
At SeaWorld?
at SeaWorld. Casey,
Wow.
Casey, you and I are gonna go to SeaWorld.
Oh my god.
And Rita's.
And Rita's.
Rita's.
I'm more of a, what is
Jeremiah.
it? Jeremiah's. I like
Jeremiah. Yes. Me and RJ got Jeremiah's whenever I moved into
Mhm.
Abaco Key.
Yeah. Casey and I are doing our own on the non-park days. That's our itinerary.
Yeah,
to hit
we've
up
got
our old
plans.
haunts, honey.
Mhm.
We've got plans.
Uh-huh.
Well, should we go off?
Yeah.
Let's go off.
God, it's
Let's-
55 fucking minutes. I thought we
I
were going to go
know.
off at like 30, and here we are.
And here we are yapping away.
Yeah.
We started talking about our plans, and it just
I know.
Yeah, it is
so
exciting.
exciting. Okay, well, it's time to go off.
oh,
Okay.
let me go off.
Yes,
go off,
Casey. It's
Casey.
time to go off.
Okay, to the fucker Jack, who is the admin for the Texas 2004 Match Factory group.
Oh my god!
2004.
That's what the name of the group is called. But anyways, Jack booted me from the group because I did not help enough. Which here's the problem, Jack, is that everyone is required to help a bunch. So then by the time I get on, there's no one to help because everyone's been helped. And so, and that pisses me off because I help every time I get the chance. And so Jack, to that, here's what I did
Oh
is I
my
submit a little report that said that
god.
that group had a
Bullying.
private Discord that they would they wanted
Casey.
people they encouraged cheating and hacking the game.
Oh
and-
my god.
And then you have to click a little thing that says I solemnly swear this is true, and I said yes, and I switched it on. Because fuck you, Jack. You are not going to kick me out of this Match Factory group without me going down swinging.
Oh my God, Casey, that is so funny.
I was so upset. I opened it up and it was like, "Oh, you're not in a group." And I go, "What?" And so then I search for the group and I try and join it. It says you have been booted from this group, and I was like, "Oh." And when you're booted, you can't go back in.
And it was Jack.
Yes, because Jack is the one that kicks people every week. And he would be like,
Oh,
make
my
sure you're
God.
getting your helps in. Sunday is boot day. And he kicks people out.
You were cleaned out like someone left you for their lunch at the work fridge. Bitch.
Yes,
Oh my
like
God.
we
You
clean
were
it up
work
before
fridge.
spring
You were
break.
work fridge cleanup day.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh, speaking of work fridges,
Oh no. I don't like where
someone
this is going.
someone sent a message to our whole staff listserv.
Oh, all.
Oh,
Oh god.
that
Oh, no.
that someone has been ate their breakfast sandwiches. And can
With
I
the
just
moist maker.
can I just
This
read
is
it
my
for you?
sandwich. Yeah.
Because it was quite the food missing from fridge. Hello. I brought in 4 breakfast sandwiches yesterday so that I had my breakfast for the week. This morning, I had only 1 left, meaning someone helped themselves to 2 of my sandwiches. Obviously, I don't know who did this. And while it doesn't happen often, it has happened before to me and possibly others on a few
Oh my God.
occasions. Not only is the food being taken, which is problematic in and of itself, but I have very specific dietary needs and a limited budget. I have to order some of my foods that can't be found in my local grocery store, so it's far more than an inconvenience for me. I'm writing this in case the culprit is in this office and asking that you please think about who you're taking from and the problems that it could cause the other person. If you're in need, ask me for help and I would gladly do what I can. But please don't simply take food that doesn't belong to you. Thank you. The other reason for writing this is in case it was not someone in this office. We've had issues with locks on doors being deactivated, doors being left open or unlocked overnight, among other issues. I would like to ask again that the office security be taken into consideration. Thank you.
Wow.
And I was not in that day, and I was like messaging my coworker, and I said, "What is happening with these missing sandwiches?"
Well, you weren't in
sandwiches.
you weren't in that day because you had a stomach ache from eating those
I had
sandwiches.
Two sandwiches.
Oh my god, they were so good.
They were so yummy. Yeah, and everyone I talked to go, "Oh my god," she would not stop talking about these sandwiches all day long. And so when I came in the next day, I said, "I'm so sorry to hear about your sandwiches. I hope that it got taken care of, or I'm just really sorry that happened. She said, no, we haven't, no one's come forward. And I was like, oh
No
no.
one's come
And
to
then we
the
had to have
face.
this-
They will not come
Then we had
forward.
to have the
No.
conversation of everything she said in the message again about how I don't blah blah blah. And then I leave. And then like an hour later, my student worker, my grad assistant comes in and she also comments to her about the sandwich. So then they have the same conversation that me and her just had. And like obviously me going up to her was me basically being like, hey, it wasn't me. I want
Yeah.
you to know that. I wouldn't eat your nasty sandwich. But yeah, so the office fridge, we need a camera in there because we've got
It's
some
getting
sticky
it's getting
fingers.
bad.
Getting messy.
Because I do say that whenever I have any food that I want to get rid of, I just put it in the break room and it's gone. It's like
Put it on the counter. Oh, girl,
put it
once it's on the counter,
it's gone. But apparently
Well, but
It's up for
it's in the
that's
grabs.
fridge.
standard procedure.
Yeah. People love it. But yeah, so there's trouble afoot in our office
right here in
break
River
room.
City.
Yeah.
Man.
Anyways, so sorry. I just had to read that because I was like, this is
Yeah, that's good.
wild.
No, didn't you say you had another thing you wanted to go off about too before we started the pod? But now I don't.
It was
remember
about
what it
Yeah,
Match
was.
that was
Factory.
Match
Match
Factory.
Oh, it was. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Fuck you, Jack.
Fucking
Jack.
Jack.
Fucking Jack.
So now I'm a part of a different Texas group and they don't boot people.
There you go.
you gotta find your tribe, find your
Yeah.
people.
Mm-hmm. Join a union at the factory.
Yeah.
Miranda,
Yeah.
got something to go off?
I don't really. I'm trying to think. I
I
don't
got
have
something. I
anything.
think.
Oh,
I
go
think
ahead,
I got a little
Adam.
something
Oh,
I
Go
want to
ahead,
talk
Adam.
about. Get off
Go
my
ahead.
chest.
Yeah.
Really?
Nothing's happening. I don't. Why? Go ahead.
It's gonna be short.
Oh,
If someone is super accommodating and super transparent about their intent to change their job in some capacity, and you receive that information and you go, I'm totally able to work with this. Not a problem. You hire someone as a full-time replacement behind their back,
was it that girl?
and then you
No.
don't. No, it wasn't. And then you don't tell your current employee that you hired someone. And then you go to, let's say, I don't know, Peru. Let's pick a country out of a hat. You
Okay,
go there for
Paddington.
You go to
Yeah,
Paddington. Yes, we're talking about Paddington.
Yeah, we're
Of
talking
course,
about
yeah.
Paddington went to Peru for 2 weeks. And during the middle of it, Paddington said, hey, can you send me that proposal again? I really haven't had a chance to look at it. Even though, based on the timeline we now know, you'd already hired someone full time. And then it's like a couple days before you come back. And let's say, I don't know the Paddington lore, so I can't pull a name out of a hat.
Oh.
But Alfred,
Sounds
For
yeah.
Curious George.
Curious George was at the office doing all your work for you while you were in Peru. Paddington.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Wednesday and you come back on Saturday and you're like, hey, we should get brunch on Sunday. And Curious George said to himself, I don't know. That seems awfully fishy. But who knows? Who knows what conversations may unfold? And then you sit down at brunch on Sunday, Curious George and Paddington, two stuffed animals.
At M. Henry or whatever.
Sure. Or, Sather Ann's. And you order cinnamon rolls. And Paddington says,
Not over
Hey.
not over Ann Souther's cinnamon rolls.
hey,
Not even marmalade sandwiches.
you know how tomorrow's Monday? Well, there's someone you're going to start training tomorrow. And your last day is the end of the month. Curious George.
Over brunch?
Over the
How's your cinnamon
over
roll?
Sather
Over-
Ann's brunch.
over Sather Ann's
That's
iconic
a sacred fucking spot. How dare Paddington?
sacred
Fuck.
cinnamon.
Paddington, okay?
And Curious George was, left in a little bit of a daze.
Yeah, he's
And
wearing
then
this little
as
hat.
we were
yellow
talking,
hat.
Curious,
as we
no?
were
He's
talking,
being curious.
during this conversation, Paddington goes, "Yeah, I actually, I hired her right before I left. He hired Cinema Roll. Speaking of cinnamon rolls,
Not
he hired
Cinema
Cinema
Roll.
Roll. And Curious George was like, "Oh, so that would be why the two Mr. Banks at the office were like, 'Oh, so sorry to hear you're leaving.'" And Curious George had initially replied, "Oh, no, I'm just going part-time," is what Curious George said. And they were like, "Oh, I must have misunderstood."
Yeah.
That's because those strangers who don't even work with you already knew your situation before you did, Curious George.
Everyone in the banks.
All
Everyone in
the
the
All
banks.
the banks.
Wells
All the bank
Fargo,
tellers.
Chase,
Yeah, all the tellers.
Bank of America.
Uh-huh.
Okay, all of them.
They all
knew. You
Wow.
didn't.
But and so Curious George looking like
So then
foolish
So then
George.
Curious George has to go into work, let's say today, just to pick a day out of a hat, and train Cinema Roll, who is a sweet little Cinema Roll. She's sweet. Okay? Lovely girl.
She's cute. She won the Sanrio poll.
She ran the
she's
she's
a
constant
popular
winner of the
gal.
Sanrio
Constant
poll.
winner. Yes, 3-year, 4-year running. Yeah.
And Paddington's doing his little show of being like, "Oh, I'm so friendly. Aren't we all having a good time? Blah blah blah."
Oh yeah.
I love
And-
marmalade.
And someone else, who's another one? Barney
Barney.
comes
Barney.
in.
Baby Bop.
Baby Bop.
dear
Wow,
dear
Barney
friend
comes in.
Barney comes in,
Mhm.
who is very close to Curious George and Paddington both, and says, "Oh, I had heard from Paddington that he had hired someone, blah blah blah, and blah 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 blah." And he was like, and Barney goes, "So when do you something?" I don't remember how the conversation went for Curious George and Barney.
yeah.
I'm obviously talking about.
Right, of course.
And then Curious George he overhears Curious George say that Curious George's last day is next Friday. And Barney goes, "What do you mean?"
Barney, Baby Bop,
And Curious
and
George
Baby
says,
Bop
and
and
BJ,
PJ?
all of them didn't know.
Yeah, all of them. They didn't know. Curious George goes, "Oh, I was informed that I was ending this, that my time was done." And who did I say? Barney.
Barney.
Barney was like, "Oh, that's not what I was told originally." And I said, and Curious George said,
I'm curious. Please tell me.
I'm
curious.
very
Very curious.
Very curious.
and Curious George has a really hard time. He had a really hard time keeping his face together this
Oh,
morning.
sure.
Oh, sure.
Curious George is
Very
known for
That's
that.
famously
Yeah,
That's kind
famous
of Curious George's
George.
thing.
His whole
That's his
thing.
bit,
Yeah, that's kind of his thing.
So luckily, Paddington finally left to go somewhere, and so it was fine after that because it was like, Curious George was just showing Cinema Roll the office and how it works and
Mhm.
everything.
Because Curious George is a professional.
Because Curious George is
Uh-huh.
a consummate professional.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And obvious Curious George is going to have a lot of upcoming time on his hands. So, that's fun and
A
exciting.
lot of time to be
Lot of
curious.
And Curious
activities.
George is going to
Curious.
Denver soon. So that's also
Right.
great. So
I
that's
love
fine.
that book.
I love Curious George goes to Denver.
Curious
But
George
boy,
goes to
howdy, is that not the way that you handle this?
Denver.
And now, Curious George has told everybody in the office how you handled this, Paddington.
As
Now
Curious
everybody's-
George should, because
As
he's
should,
just
yeah.
stating
Because-
facts.
Everybody's like, that's not a good look for Paddington.
No, Paddington.
And Curious
Paddington
George has to
needs
sit
be
there, who
exposed.
normally defends Paddington. And
Uh-huh.
Curious George has to say, it's really not. It's really not a good look, Paddington. So
Mhm.
Paddington, I would just rethink next time if that happens.
Next time. Yeah. Because
Paddington-
Paddington should be happy that Curious George didn't say, you know what? They can train
I'm
themselves.
done
They can
now.
train
Yeah.
themselves.
I'm done
Curious
now.
George doesn't need
Uh-huh.
to train them. And I think Curious George needs to maybe lose some passwords, forget some things.
I
Curious
already
George
sent
doesn't-
them all
Curious-
over to Cinnamon Roll.
Curious George
Curious
is
George-
too good. Curious George does not have that capability
I know.
in his novel.
I know.
Yeah.
That's just.
But,
not
you know,
in the
maybe-
lore.
Naive.
Maybe Curious George has, bananas and pajamas that,
Maybe
that may
bananas
have-
and pajamas
bananas
comes
and pajamas.
in. It's like the Sweet Life on. It's the what is it? Sweet Life of Hannah Montana.
Tana
It's
on
a
deck,
crossover
yeah.
episode.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
when Curious George was later talking to Baby Bop,
Uh-huh.
Baby Bop
Oh.
was like, well, maybe in defense of Paddington, maybe Paddington didn't tell you because they thought that you would like ruin the business while they were away because Curious George was so mad. And Curious George was like, well, that's really that's even more disrespectful
That's
because
not fair.
Curious George worked for Paddington for 3 years.
Yeah, that's not fair to say. Or
Yeah.
to think.
Curious
And
George
if
to the man in
if
the yellow hat.
Paddington thought that,
If Paddington thought that, girl, go back to Peru, bitch.
but
Uh-huh.
literally,
And the other
Aunt
bears.
Lucy's waiting for you in fucking
Aunt Lucy's
Peru.
Mhm.
man,
Anyway,
fuck Paddington.
not an ideal way to end the situation.
no.
No.
Yeah.
No,
It's
but
fine.
there's still time also to just leave some shit in flames. You know,
Maybe some marmalade. Maybe the marmalade's
maybe
a little
some
too
sticky
sticky.
marmalade.
Yeah.
The man in the
uh-huh.
yellow hat has
Yeah.
told Curious George that Curious George should say something to Paddington on their
Yes,
last
the
day.
man in the yellow
I
hat
think
did tell.
I agree. We know who the man in the yellow hat is.
By the way, it's the
I
duck
think
back
I think
there.
we
The
should,
yellow
I think
duck.
we
That
should
guy.
listen to the man.
Well, it's
in the
funny
I
yellow
'cause-
hat.
agree.
Because after Satharan,
Oh, after Satharan, Curious George
Curious
had to
George
call.
had to call
I don't know. Curious George.
Mary
Um,
Poppins. Let's say
Okay.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
Curious George's mother.
Curious George had to call Jane Goodall on the
Hard.
phone
Oh, James.
and cry a
Mm.
long time
Mhm.
about it. And Jane Goodall was very sweet.
That's
Jane
good.
Goodall
What was
always
what's
is.
what's Glenn Close's name in Tarzan?
Oh,
Glenn Close in Tarzan.
what is her name? What is her character name?
I don't know.
Mama Gorilla.
Kala.
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 Lily
Yeah, Kala
Collins
had-
plays the baby ape in Tarzan.
Yeah, because Phil Collins wrote "You'll Be in My Heart" for her.
Wow, for Emily and
know.
Patty.
For Emily and Peggy.
Yeah. Kala had to go, don't stop your cry.
It'll be all right.
Just
Anyway.
hold my hand.
That's you know what? April's gonna be
Wow.
great.
You know what they say, Adam? April showers bring Mayflower. March.
April showers.
April showers bring
bring
May
Pizza
trips
Rizzo.
to Pizza Rizzo. Yeah.
Hell
Bring
yeah.
May pizza Rizzo. Bring May Caesar salad cups, honey.
Mhm.
You can join me on my
On that
Easter
note, we
voyage on the sea.
cannot fund the Caesar salad cups.
No.
No, we take back the Caesar salad cup purchase.
Are you doing the headband with the Caesar salad cup?
Oh my
Sure,
god!
why not?
Please, so cute.
You have to make sure that it's like it's just jaunty. The Caesar
Yeah.
salad cup has to
Mhm.
be like here.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Amazing.
I'll bring some clear tape, clear glue. Glue
got
that
you.
Caesar salad shut. Well, there you go. I think Curious George probably has time to cruise now, from what it sounds
We
like.
will set sail
Well,
with Curious George.
Curious George is out of
soon.
his cruising era. That was college for Curious George.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't know Curious George went to college. Great.
We barely
He barely did.
Barely did.
got through it, honey. Hey.
Well,
Okay.
listeners.
RJ, do you have one?
Oh yeah, RJ.
No.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for listening.
for
This is tough.
listening.
Miranda didn't go yet.
I
Adam
didn't-
said she
I
didn't
didn't said I
have
didn't
one.
have
You
one. Yeah.
Patreon.com/Did You Read the Group Chat. $5 a month, a mere price of half of a cup of coffee at
Curious
this point.
George is
Curious
begging
George
you.
is
Two,
Yeah.
two eggs out of the dozen is going to get you the access to 3 bonus episodes a month.
I
And
heard
you're
the
gonna want
eggs-
that.
I heard the eggs in Trader Joe's are like more normal.
I was
priced.
just there yesterday, and I didn't need to buy eggs at that point, but they had a decent amount of them, and I don't feel like they were like wildly.
They were like crazy. Okay.
I heard that in like Manhattan, they're like $12 for a
a dozen.
a dozen.
$1 a dozen.
$1 a day. $1
$1
an egg.
for $1 an egg. Man.
Oof.
Well-
Casey, what are you doing tomorrow? You have a show? You're going to see a show?
Yeah.
So if
Oh,
you're,
are you back? You're back performing?
Yeah, we have a show this month and then we have one next month. So just, with my improv troupe, we're just keeping it going.
You're still, yeah.
Love that.
Just making
Slime
people
City.
laugh.
Stay working, Slime City.
In these unprecedented times, we gotta make people laugh.
We gotta laugh.
All you have is laughter.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
So yeah, join close friends. This month we released a Y2K episode, 6 on Broadway, and then the return of Girly Pop. And boy, I'm sure it's ooh.
And behind a paywall, even. I mean, my
Behind-
God,
you
who
gotta
knows
fork
who-
it
Who knows
up.
what Kira stored?
Who knows?
You fork it up.
Yeah.
Wow.
So thanks everyone. Thanks girlies.
Thanks.
Don't forget to read the group chat, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
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 Bye.